First video.
Okay, so this is our first ever video.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. So we were 20 minutes ago?
Yeah.
I'd say we were on this couch and she went to sit down to tell a story. And she was like, it's like we're in a podcast. And I was like, the whole time I was just thinking we're in a
should make a podcast.
And I was looking like this way, like at the camera. When she said something, I'd be like, yep, that's true.
But we can't, you probably can't hear us very well. I'm sorry for that. We need microphones, we need equipment. So please, hit that like button and subscribe. It will give us so much help to make this podcast way better.
And so we were telling stories and we were like, we cannot say this on the internet. We would actually get the cops calling us. Not really.
No.
What was that noise? Was that you laughing?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh my god, okay. We were like, okay, we can't do that. We're not actually gonna get in trouble by the police, but we could get a talking to with our parents.
Yeah.
Say,
well,
okay.
my parents don't care, but
My mom, she'd be like, why are you saying that to the internet?
yeah, why?
So if anyone who knows us finds this podcast,
Oh my
don't
gosh,
tell
anybody
anyone.
from our school? Okay.
Don't. Okay.
We're not gonna question.
We were just saying, and we're like, oh, we have a podcast with some females.
No.
Okay.
We don't even know we haven't even posted the video.
Okay. So this channel, this podcast, is unnecessary yapping about things we don't need to be. But if we really go too far, then obviously it'll be edited out.
Yeah.
Or stuff that we cannot say.
Just edit out.
Like after you say it, edit that out. And I will. So I am known as the editor. Welcome to my sucky editing.
Well, I will probably edit some of it.
Okay. What do we want to first talk about? Do you want to retell the story about your boyfriend? Ex
that literally nobody knows because
Nobody.
he's not a YouTube. He's a YouTube Shorts kid. Oh no.
Dude, you were cooked by day one. You were actually.
Oh my god. Okay.
Drink.
Okay.
I need this. This is not tea. This is soda.
Spicy.
Cheers to
the sassy brats.
Cheers to the Sassy Brats podcast.
And the rhymes.
Obviously. Let's start with your ex.
I was in summer camp, because, I don't want to do it anymore. But besides that, it's not like a getaway or anything. It's just 8 or 9 to 3, I think. And I liked this guy. As soon as he walked in, he was like, ooh, he cute. Ooh, he cute. Oh my gosh. And skip past because we didn't even talk. He's not a talker either. He's a texter, not a talker, which is also bothering me because I like to actually talk, and that was not it. I don't understand why I did that, but but let's skip forward a little bit. I told one of his friends that I liked him, secretly, not really, but you know how middle schoolers. And I was like, I like him. I'm not gonna name drop or anything, or I'll blur it out if I accidentally say his name.
Go ahead. Let's say it out loud. 3, 2, 1.
Zach.
Okay, let's get into it.
Okay, so there's so many Zachs in the entire world that we're not gonna specify. It's just a Zach. Zach, okay? It's not from my school. Letting you know, it's not from my school.
Not my ex! Ah! Anything.
So basically, he got my number, and then the day of, he's like, besides his phone across, I need to get that Roblox. And I'm like, oh. Red flag to begin with. I still like Roblox, and anybody can judge me, but it's not my life. It was his life. It was his life. When I say life, it was his life. And he had Roblox posters, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
He has a feminine touch.
Oh, he does.
Feminine.
You didn't even met him. Didn't even meet.
I sense it.
So you sense it, girl.
Mm-hmm.
But we started dating, and he's like, do you want to play Roblox with me? And I'm like, I I literally made up an excuse. I'm like, I literally stuttered. I'm like, I forgot. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I have to clean my fridge. That is literally what I said. I have to clean my fridge. And he's like,
clean out my fridge.
yeah, I have to clean out my fridge. He's like, okay, get rid of all that nasty food. Just call me in like an hour when you're done. I'm like, oh, it will take a long time. I'm cleaning my cousin's fridge.
You gotta drive a long way and back.
Yeah, I gotta drive like 2 hours to get to my cousin's. That's actually true, by the way. Not the fridge part, but the 2-hour cousin part. And he was like, oh, okay, good night, I love you. And I'm like, I said it back, of course. Because, like, when you're dating somebody, of course you do. And, like, we called and everything like that. And then, like, everything was okay. He kept asking me and I kept making up excuses. And then, last day, this doesn't have any part with him. Like, it is not his fault that he did this. It just, it's like, build up. Like, I don't like it. We've been dating for 2 days, and
build up of icks that she's gotten.
Yeah.
Over past time kind of spilled out. Then she was like, I need to make a decision.
Yeah. And on the last day of camp, he was like, his head hurt really bad. And this is a nature art camp. So basically, we go out in nature, make art. Nature, it says it in the name.
Reconnecting with
with
the Mother Nature.
I hate being outside because I get so many bug bites, and then they turn into scabs, and they turn into scars. But anyways, I'm just yapping.
Horsefly.
Horsefly. Oh my gosh, I hate horseflies. But anyways, we are like at camp, and we're making bookmarks. We're making like flowers or like grass or like whatever bookmarks, and we were just making bookmarks. He didn't want to make him. He didn't want to talk. His head hurt so bad, and like so bad. He was drinking like every 5 minutes. He would just get up and drink water, and just like put your head back down. Then drink water. Then put your head back down. And I still have more stories about this guy, but one of the most things that just gave me the ick. But it's not his fault, and I don't like blame him. Like everybody does it at least once in their life. He got up really fast, and we're on a picnic table, right? I was sitting, like, in the middle of the picnic table, then he was sitting right next to me. Then my 3 friends that I made in camp, the 3 were sitting on the other side. And we were just sitting, like, on the one side. And my back was, like, face to, like, nature, not, like, another picnic table or anything. And there's, like, a tree behind us, like, a little bit behind us. Not super far, but he got up really fast. He went to, by the way, this trigger warning for anybody who doesn't like throw up or like disgusting things, I don't know, trigger warning. And he went up and he threw up. He tried to make it behind the tree, but he just threw up. And I was like, don't make eye contact, don't make eye contact, don't make eye contact. I turned around and we made direct eye contact with like stuff dripping out of his mouth. And I'm not grossed out by it. I just, oof. It just gave me like an ick, like how am I gonna recover from that?
And like the thing is, it's not because like it's just him. It's because sometimes people do things that just are like, why did they do that? Even if like you know that they're like they can't control it.
Yeah.
It just sometimes gives you the icks, like uncontrollable icks.
I don't know why. It just, ooh. And then we made direct eye contact. I turned my body around, and all 3 of the friends looked at him and stared directly at him, and they all made eye contact. And once he went like behind the tree, all I heard was water, just throwing up straight water, and it's so gross. I don't know why. It was like a waterfall. It literally sounded like a waterfall, except worse, like way worse. And one of his friends was on the other side. He got up and he walked behind the tree and he's like, bro, you good? Or like, dude, you good? And he's like, go away, like screamed it. All the counselors, all the other kids looked, and like he was just like, after that, like he kept throwing up just straight water. And I was like, that's so gross. Like, it's not his fault. I'm just saying it's ugh. And then the counselors literally made us get up and go, like, get all our stuff, get up, and go to, like, a different table, like, far away, like, and he was just, like, peeking behind the tree, and he was like, I did so messed up, like, I bet his head was like, wow, she won't like me anymore, and I'm like, It wasn't just because of that, it was just, like, a lot of things, and all I remember is he just, like, his head was like this against the tree, and he was like, what was it? He was just like looking behind the tree, and he was looking directly at me the entire time. And all I was trying to do is trying to socialize with friends and do not look that way. Do not look that way. And she was on the walkie like, please get this kid. Like, he just threw up, like, screaming it. He just threw up, and he needs to be escorted. Call his mother. He doesn't want to talk at all. And he was to the point where he didn't want to talk at all, and I was so scared. Like, I was literally shaking. I don't know why. I'm not scared of, like, throwing up or anything. I don't know why I was so scared. But I just was. And got on this little thing, went all the way back up to the part where parents pick up, and then he texted me. He's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, for what? And he's like, first, like, when the sun is in my eyes all the time, it's like I throw up. And I'm like,
okay, before you can talk about this, do you know what the is up with right here? Red dot, and I've never had that there.
a strawberry skin.
I saw a video of that today, and I was like, please don't let this be forever. God, let this be over, okay?
But continuing, he got to go back, he got picked up, and now he's texting me. He's like, I'm sorry, like, he's like, even when I was a kid, like, it was always the sun was in my eyes, super bright, that gave me a headache, and which leads me to throw up. I'm like, it's not your fault. And then later that night, he literally texted me, do you think we can see each other again? And I'm like, because this is like a week camp, and it was Friday. And he was like, do you think we can, like, see each other again? And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, does your parents know about me? And I lied completely on this. And I'm like, no, my parents don't know that I'm dating anybody. Girl.
I'm not allowed.
And, like, I'm not allowed to. Or no, I didn't say that. And then he literally said, can you tell your parents about me, please? And I'm like, sure. And I lied. I didn't even tell my parents. All I said was, oh my gosh. And then he's like, what? And, like, this is all in text. And I'm like, I can't date, like, I'm so sorry. I can't date you. I'm not allowed to date nobody. He's like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. And then I blocked him.
As you should.
I don't feel like I need to do that. I don't want to date him.
Speaking of ex, now this was not a boyfriend. Obviously, this was someone I know very well. So, we made up. My ex-best friend. Let's start from the beginning before I talk about how we dated. It was like any casual night. Getting over a breakup that had just happened, boyfriend. I was just in my room. She was on the phone. She was like, oh my God, Brianna, I gotta tell you about you. And I'm just like, okay, I'm like, what's up? And she's like, what's his name? We're just gonna call him Edward.
Even though that's not his name.
That's not his name. Edward broke up with me, bawling her eyes out, and I'm just like, girl, how many times have I told you to break up with him? The signs and the dignity. Okay, audacity, that's what I meant, not dignity. So, like, obviously this has been going for a while. He was being a fucking weirdo. He would just randomly start ignoring her. Okay, he was not the best boyfriend. And then the next thing he would be so loving. It didn't make sense, right?
I've had boyfriends that are like that.
I would hate to do that. So, it's a complicated relationship, right? And she loved him so much. She did not want to break up with him. But I've been telling him, he's going to break up with you if you don't break up with him. It's just going to get worse. You have to do it now. And so she tried breaking up with him the other day. He didn't get the memo. And she was way too afraid to tell him the rest. So, it happened the next day.
Ooh.
And the night after I was telling her, you have to break it to him. So, way too much info. Okay. So, we're on the call. She's bawling her eyes out. And I have to leave to go. Like, I'm comforting her, but I have to leave to go clean up my fridge. True this time.
Really?
True to you? I actually have to leave to go clean up my
We
fridge.
did not plan this, I swear.
Okay, and then I come back and I'm just like, hey, do you want to just hang out, because she was just in my room, and she was like, yeah, I'll just text you later tonight when I'm done bawling my eyes out, but I probably won't be over then. Okay, and then so she texts me later that night. She says, hey, randomly, she just says, hey, can you please block Edward? I just remembered his actual name now. It's very close to that. Edward, please. I don't want him to stay in contact with you. Blah, 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 saying. And I said, what? Question mark. And then she said a bunch of things before that, I don't remember. And then she was like, please, how would you feel if I had your ex? Like, acting like,
Clearly.
and she was just saying, like, begging me on a line. She was like, please. You always make him happy. That's the only reason why I'm telling him to block you. I was like, actually, it is not my fault that he has a crush on me. It is not my fault that he has a crush on me and has had one even before they were dating. It is not my fault. What am I supposed to do in that situation? So I'm just like, okay, I will block him if you calm the down. You need to shut up. Listen, I know how you feel right now, and I was trying to talk some sense, not sense into her to not block him, but I was trying to say, hey, can you just like calm down? I will, but calm down. She's like, please, no, just do it right now. And I was like, oh my fucking god, this bitch is not letting me talk. No. And so then I start going on a rant, won't listen to me.
Yappy.
And I'm just like, I'm not trying to disrespect her, because she's in our field right now. She's like, please just block him. And I'm not trying to disrespect that, but you need to let me talk.
Yeah.
You need to let me finish. I will block him. At this point, I
just let me tell you the reason why I won't right now.
Yeah, I won't right now. And she didn't listen to me, so we were going on for about an hour about that. And I was like, you know what? I want to tell you something. And this was really big. I was like, you know what? I bet you don't even know that to myself. Yeah. I bet you don't even know, not anything weird. Times to be exact, with a pencil. A pencil. And it was at the joke at first, and then I was like, okay, wait.
It's like on your legs. Like, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
3 scars right there.
Yeah, it's not even that bad.
That's it. That's it.
Pencil.
See, all in 2 days. So I told her that, and I was like, okay, I was just trying to get her attention. If I'm being honest, it was super big. I should not have done that. I should, that's a stupid fucking way to get her attention. But nothing else was working.
Yeah.
She ignored it. Kept on going on about her rant and how she was so sad and to please block him. And I think I said it 5 times before she actually realized that I said it. And so then she was going on, and I was crying to her. At this point, I was in my feels too. And I was like, I want you to stop ignoring me.
Yeah.
And I was super sad in that moment. Then I was talking about how I just can't live on. The fuck? I don't know what the fuck I was in. But I was in my field, she was in her field, she was like, I didn't really feel that way, blah, blah, blah. We got over it. Best friends by the end of the night still. And I blocked him. And then the next morning, I have a sleepover with, we're just gonna do 3 random names. Abigail, Marley, and Lisa.
3 random. These are random names, not name dropping.
No, actually. Okay, Abigail, Marley, and Lisa. So they come over to my house, and we're having fun all the day. And then I find out in the afternoon, because actually the next day in the afternoon, so 2 days after that night, I have to go take the dog out. I am getting ready for the leash, and like I'm getting my stuff ready, and like 2 of my friends are coming too. Because I'm saying Abigail was coming with me, and before we can go out the door, like she was already out there. My mom, she was like, "What did Savannah ask me?" And I was like, "I don't know." No, actually, I didn't say anything. Put in the bag away because he didn't poop. So, and she was like, "What did Essa text me? Do you know what she texted me?" And I was like, "No. Do you want me to see for you?" She was like, and she pulled her phone away before I wasn't even going for it. She's like, no, I think I can read it myself. I just want to know what she, like, if you knew what she texted me. And then I was like, I don't, just let me see it. And then she was like, no, I want to see it. And I was like, then why ask me?
Exactly.
So then I was like, okay, no. I just go right back to my room. And I close the door and I'm just like, I'm texting Nessa and I'm just like, what did you tell my mom? Spam, like, what did you tell my mom? She was like, Brielle, don't get mad at me, I was worried. I was like, what did you tell my mom?
Yeah.
What did you tell her? I'm in this current state of shock, sadness, and anger. So I call her immediately because she won't confess. I knew what she did, but I need her to say it. I need to hear it. So I call her up and like, what did you say to my mom? What did you say? I don't care. And then she started saying, Brielle, I'm sorry. And I was like, I don't care. What did you tell her?
Yeah.
And all I heard was, I told her you were cut it, and I hung up. I did not let that bitch. So,
ooh, hurting.
Bawling my eyes out now. Bawling. I actually don't know what to do because my mom had just made food, and I have to go out there and get it for all of my friends. And so, I think
you just go out there and just be like, yo, mom, it ain't true. It is true, but only 3 times.
I didn't tell her that till like a week after, actually. Obviously, she's like, worried for me, but so it's not new to her.
Yeah.
I don't, like, someone else did that she knows very well, so do I. So, like, and they do it a lot. So she's not new to this. She's not new to having a child that does this, but it was 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Savannah clarified that because I didn't clarify it either. Yeah. I never told Savannah that. And maybe if I did, she wouldn't have said that. Oh.
Blurring out.
Blurring. Name dropping here. So, and I go out there after like 10 minutes of building up the courage. She didn't speak a word. It was embarrassing. That's what it was. Yeah. Because I'm very close with my mom, but I don't tell her my deepest secrets. And I tell her, like, use, like, stuff like that.
Because, like, I can't beat you.
Well,
I can, but
like,
I don't choose to.
Yeah, and you're, like, more relatable. You're my age.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know. I don't have much more to say. All I know, I do. Forgot about the rest of the fight. I've been yapping for so long. Okay, go back to my room. Everything, we go for a walk, blah, blah, blah. That's how that ended. And then I blocked her and everything before I went to that walk and stuff. So, all that happened.
Still in contact with her sister, though.
Yes, and I didn't put on socks that easily.
I don't know.
That's such a big, like, flex skill.
I've been doing it for so long. Okay.
Let me just, like, get out of the camera. But I need to show you how fast. I mean, these are, like, small, but so, like, okay.
Yeah. She cannot get her socks on. Oh my god.
Done. Like, you do it so fast. You could have done it, like, faster with 2 socks. Okay. So,
Trigger.
she finds a group chat that we should be in. She confesses something.
Hold on. Come on, Trigger.
I said, open this thing even though you have Essa blocked.
Mm-hmm.
And I opened it. But before I opened it, I added my friend Abigail to the group.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that what she was about to say was a confession and a secret. It was something about her family life that I didn't know yet. Because there was a story about something. I'm not going to say anything about it, but a private story that she only told the necessary part and when I saw it. And she was like, what the f***? Why would she?
Abigail saw it.
Okay, whatever. Okay. Abigail saw it.
We'll just blur out the names if we say it.
Abigail saw it, and she was like, what the f***? Why would you, like, Essa was like, what the f*** about her? This is private, this is my family shit. Like, I was like, whoa, she already knows. And she was like, how the fuck, why the fuck, why would you tell her that? And I was like, what do you mean? Because I thought she was talking about, because I didn't fully read the message, I thought she was talking about how we weren't friends anymore. Mm-hmm. So I said, oh, Lorelai already knows we're not friends. Before I could even explain, because when I started reading it, she started going off at me. She started saying a bunch of I was just like ignoring it, and then Lorelai was like telling her, she was like saying, calling her a yapper or something, like not even letting me finish. Because me and her were on the call. I'm just gonna call her. Okay, Abigail's Lorelai. Lorelai knows. It doesn't matter. So, Lorelai, she was saying this, and she was talking to her, and I was like, finally, I just said LMAO, and that bursted her. That made her blow.
Oh!
And so she was like, what the fuck did I hope you jump into that lake again. And it's a reference to one of my TikToks.
To let my mom in.
Do we need to turn off the cameras?
It's okay. Hold on.
Okay, anyway, so we're back.
You're so out of breath.
We're back. And with toast. Can I take a piece? She said, I hope you jump back into that lake reference to one of my TikTok videos and drown with Lorelai. I was speechless. I don't remember what happened, but then after we said a bunch of stuff. I think I said, LOL, you're mad or something, like stay mad. Anyway, that made it worse. She started going off again, and then she kicked Lorelai out of the group, and then me. So, moving on, later she sent me a text on TikTok, because I had blocked her on TikTok. Oh no, she went on my TikTok, and she said, oh my god, is your arm okay? Because I have a little arm brace for when my arm got hurt when I fell over.
Baby gate.
Yes, baby gate. So I had a little brace on, and she was like, is your arm okay? And then Lorelai, since Lorelai was in the video, was like, they'll try not to spit water challenge. And Lorelai was in the video, so she replied to her comment, and she said, shut that up. And she was like, she didn't say anything after that, and then she commented on none of my reviews. I don't remember what she said. Oh no, it was the lake one. She said,
Which one?
the lake one.
Oh.
Where I jumped into the lake and said, jump into like fully clothed or be friends with this one person again. It was Lorelai's idea. Lorelai was thinking someone, I wasn't thinking of anyone in general. No one. And then she commented, is this about me? Smiley face. And then Lorelai said, no, biatch. And then, so, then she texted me on TikTok, when I was in New Hampshire about a week and a half ago, and she said, hey BBG, blocked me. And then she texted me on another group chat that we were in, saying, BTW, I was gonna tell you this on my birthday, and the birthday news to you, but since we're not friends anymore, I guess I'll just tell you now, and you probably won't care, but I'm gonna tell you. And she said, I was planning, me and my grandma, and my grandpa, my mom, my grandpa, my grandma, we're planning and trying to figure something out, so me and you can go to the Eras tour, and we could do it for my birthday, but since we're not friends anymore, I guess I'll just bring somebody else. And I was like, I sent a really nice message saying, hey, I hope, like, if you do go, I hope you have fun, but we both know that I don't have the funds to pay for my own ticket. I don't think you do either.
Yeah.
Pretty obviously that we both do not have the funds for Eras tour tickets.
Eras tour is expensive, man.
Like $1,000
For the backseat.
for like basic tickets. I don't think we have enough money for that. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't think I would even have enough money for that to pay for my own ticket, neither both of us. So if you do ever end up going, I hope you have fun. She also said at the end of her text that, oh, I'll send you a video if I do, or if you want. And so in that text, I was like, hey, I'm sorry, but I just cannot do this anymore. You need to stop texting me. It's getting really out of hand. I was like, you have to stop texting me. Like, it's actually taken so much of me not to snap back at you. I did one time. You didn't take that right, blah, blah, blah. And she said, I was like, is it that hard to stop texting me? I hope you have fun if you ever do go to the Eras tour, but please leave me alone from further times. And she said, only if you can leave me alone.
I was the one who's texting you.
Exactly. I've never reached out to you. I've never tried to talk to you after we stopped being friends. You were the one that did it. I just forgot to block you on 2 things. Like, what are you talking about? And this one I did when she was talking about. So, and then I sent her, again, another text saying, I literally, like, saying what you just said, like, it's not, I never tried to reach out to you, blah, blah, blah. She said, and I was talking about how we both know we're going to miss each other from birth. Like, we both know in the future we're going to miss each other. So how about we just get this done and over with and apologize and be good now? Me. And be good now so we can stop fighting like this because you're being immature and this is stupid. Mm-hmm. And she said, womp womp to that. And then I went off. I started calling. I was like, I can't even repeat what I said because I don't even want to blur it out, plus your mom. I called her a bunch of stuff, and I was like, seriously? That is, like, super childish, and now I'm going to start going off because you can't just, like, take a goddamn apology. You don't even know half of the stuff. You don't know what's going on. You misinterpreted everything. And I explained a few things that she misinterpreted, and she was like, OMG, I'm so sorry. And then she started apologizing, and we made over there. But, like, that is basically the end of my story. It ended pretty quickly, but there was such a long explanation. I would be cutting so much of that out. But it just, the fact that someone, when you get into a fight with someone, you really have to make it clear that they know what you're thinking too. Because if you don't, it's just going to get worse and worse. Because that's what happened with us. She misinterpreted a lot of things that I said, and I misinterpreted some of the things that she said. And that's what made this fight a whole big thing. We wouldn't have started fighting like that, seriously, if she just, like, if I explained what happened the first time. So that's on me, but also she should have let me talk. So yeah, that's kind of my whole story. But we're good now.
That's probably the end of this episode.
Okay.
Because that's going to take a long time to edit.
Very long time. Okay. Thank you so much for watching the first episode of the Sassy Brats podcast. Make sure to like.
Make sure to subscribe.
And turn on your notifications for the next time we upload.
Bye.
Bye.